the video again. Okay, I see one person. Okay, so basically I am doing this video on Orrin and Orson West. I really don't like to call them that, so classic and sincere. Like I said, I live in California City, California myself. So when we all got the Nixle alert and seen it on the Neighborhood Watch page in California City, we all got out there. Someone made a post and was like, people should go out there and help search for the boys. So that's exactly what our community did. We got together and we went out there and searched. So, like I said, when the search was going on, a lot of us were hoping that we can find the boys. When hours just started going by and we started getting cold, we realized that this is impossible. Something fishy is going on. More to the story, it just had to be because there's two of them. So, okay, so I need to figure out right now why people can't leave comments. So live chat, let me see. Well, like I said, this is my first time, so I really don't know how to do that right now. So, okay, so like I said, it was getting cold. We were out there searching for hours. It started becoming cold for us. So a lot of us started feeling in our hearts that something was going on, which I still believe that till this day. So a lot of us started going home, becoming private investigators at home, digging, searching, trying to look up anything that we can look up on those two. So in the midst of my searching, I came up with a lot of documents. For one, let me see. I got to go to I got a lot in my phone, so bear with me, you guys. But okay, so the second day, everybody's out there. We go out there, we're still trying to search and find the boys. So let me see. So I don't know if you guys can see, but in my phone, I have a lot of pictures that were actually deleted off of their social media accounts. But see, I was fast. I moved real fast. Okay, so let me go back to the very beginning and I'll just do one by one so that everybody can see and understand. Okay. So the sex offenders, this is the first thing from the first night. The sex offenders, we did all, sorry, that's my son in the background, you guys, but we all did, trying to fix it. Okay, so we all ended up Googling sex offenders, which as you can see, a lot popped up. So there was two that I thought were right behind the house, but when you actually do it, it's really not as close. So I had to rule them out, and for the simple fact that I'll tell you, unless that sex offender knew that child was there, there's no way that he got lucky that night. So we'll rule the sex offenders out because I don't even believe, So then I found pictures of the property before. So I got a few. And then let me see what else. So then I'm searching and I'm searching and I'm searching. And I have to say The real mother didn't do it. Like, I know a lot of people are going on there and bashing the real mother and whatnot, but at the end of the day, that's simple minded things that shouldn't even be focused on right now, because at the end of the day, it's all about the children and nothing else matters. So, what she did to get her kids taken, that's irrelevant to the situation, because CPS stepped in only to put her kids in a more dangerous situation. So, I mean, she was punished. Should they be punished? In my heart, I feel they should be punished. Um, I was really familiar with the Gabriel Hernandez case. Has nothing to do with this case, but let me get to that real quick. And I do believe if those social workers would have been convicted in the Gabriel Hernandez case, that a lot of this neglect going on in the CPS system would not be going on. So, okay, I'm passing by on my phone on the fact that the mother she didn't do that. So then kget.com on the 22nd, they really started explaining little things to us. Then let me see. Like I said, I have a lot, you guys, so just bear with me real quick because I'm almost there. And also the lady who had the kids, LaTanya, that the mother mentioned had her children before. A lot of people didn't know, but the mom posted on her page that when her children were with her, she did have pictures and receipts and everything of her kids going to school, looking healthy, looking happy, versus the photos that the West family has. The little boy, he knows sign language, so he's very smart. He is his brother's keeper, and I will say that. House. I want to know the police can't tell me, so because it's still an ongoing investigation. But I will, like I said, I'm going through my phone and I'll present evidence and things that I found, and then I can't get my comments to work, but I wish they were working. But later on, as I get better, it will work. So he had sawdust. I don't know what he was using the sawdust for. So okay, so then a lot of people started going on Truth Finder, all these apps and stuff. And I was one of those people because I'm so real about anything that I do in life. So I was one of those people who did my own little digging. So Trezell Phillip West, aged 34. Okay. In May 26, 2020, the sale amount on the house was $1,970. Current owner is Trezell P. West, September 9th, 2020. And then this is, like I said, I don't know why. But anyways, this is a little bit of digging. So Trezell P. West, Jaqueline, I don't know how to say her name, so Jackie or Monster. That's what I've been calling her. So Jack Gabrielle West is her name. But like I said, I've done digging, and I'm about to tell you some things. Their ownership dates was from May 26, 2020 to September 9, 2020, which when the house was finalized, and the sale amount that he got the house for was $197,000. Why it has a sale date of May 26, 2020. You would have to go on the Chris Thorne Show or other YouTube channels out there. And the Chris Thorne Show got the previous owner to get on the phone and do a statement. And true enough, he was interested in buying this house back in May. But like I said, there was problems where she felt like he was maybe broke, what led him to that location to try to get that house or whatnot. She don't know. But There was money deposited into her account, taken back. So, I mean, maybe they should look into those people. Um, the sellers were William Miller, him and his wife, um, Brenda Tucker, which is Brenda Glover, so she must be remarried. The birthday that I have on Trezell is September 24th, 86. And like I said, when people do the little truth finder things, people came up. So, I mean, this is all public records when he wants to state the fact that they're being harassed. People are calling them and all that stuff. Well, you would have to contact Google for that. So, Philip A. West, Josiah Allen West is his brother. He was born in 96. He's 24. Jackie West, which is the wife, she was born in 89. She's 31. Jamal Rashad Watkins, he's 42. He was born in 78. That's his brother. And there's a lot of phone numbers that came up on these people. And like I said, since I have time, I started calling all of these numbers. A lot of people didn't even know who these people were, but a lot of people lived in Bakersfield. So I did talk to them and I asked them, could they keep this case alive? And they had no problem. Didn't tell me I was harassing them. Didn't tell me that I was bugging them. None of that. Here goes some emails that I came up with on Trezell. Don't know if y'all can see. So then I started researching on her. December 6, 8931. I know that they have a friend named Christopher K. Fletcher, but I'm trying to find him. He's 33. He was born in 87. What else? Oh, okay. I have to zoom into this, you guys, because these are some cases for her. Let's see. Here is this. So then that's when time was ticking. I felt that time was ticking because I'm a mother and I just wanted to beast mode. That's just what I would do. So I started trying to get in contact with the Nancy Grace Show, the John Walsh Show, all of these people. And by the grace of God, Nancy was able to pick it up. And I thank God she was able to pick it up. So then when you do the Truth Finder, the True People search, because you can go to truepeoplesearch.com and type in Trezell P. West. He's age 34. And it was funny because when I typed it in, that's when for the first time I see where it says related to Jacqueline Vasquez. And that's when I realized her last name was Vasquez before she was West. So I just kept digging. I kept searching, being determined, praying every night up till 5, 6 in the morning. Body started not feeling right. But I kept praying because these are children. I did a couple of their old houses, screenshotted it just to look around, kind of see if they lived, like doing my little own research. Like I said, numbers pop up. Been calling all those numbers, so. Addresses popped up, more houses that I did. Then this is where the crazy part is. They have them down as a possible business. And this is when I said Uncle Sam wouldn't be surprised, or he'd be mad because he would want back what you guys defrauded from them. Possible business, Summer Breeze ice cream. Why I say that this is shouldn't be possible business, because it is something that they claim to be a business, because the address. The address is 1109 Pacoma Avenue, Bakersfield, California, 93307. When you do an old search on that address, his mother used to live there. It's an address that they used, and just, maybe they were selling ice cream out of their house. That was their business. But I thought that kind of funny. So I definitely felt that funny. Let me see if anybody left a message. Okay, so continue. So then I did my little research on the 1525 Lutis Lane, number 116. It's like they had a lot of apartments that they were living in this apartment complex, so they may have lived there a while. So sure enough, when I do the true people search on Jaquela Vasquez, it's sure enough her, because let me zoom in. There goes Trezell underneath possible relatives. So I knew I was on the right path. Let me see. Then a lot of just searching. So then I decided to search his mother. Okay. She also used their current address, so I don't know why, but she used it before. If you guys can see the 1, 2, third number down is an active number that works to her. Yes, I've caught it. Yes, I've talked to her. When I called her, I didn't threaten her in any kind of way. So I know that the FBI are listening to our conversation. So I would never get on there and threaten her. From the moment I've called her and she picked up, I've asked her, she picks up and I tell her, and see, I was in front of the house, so AV scanner, all of them were all out there. We're all calling. Everybody's just calling. She's hanging up on us, forwarding our calls. But there would be times where she would unforward, and you got to just have dedication and determination and not give up. So all day I'm just calling, not giving up. So those times paid off. So finally I get to talk to her on the phone. And when I'm on the phone with her, I'm just telling her, like, your son, she's like, why are you calling me? The FBI have the phones tapped. I'm like, I know that. Trust me, And then she goes, well, I'm not, first time I ever talked to her, she told me she kept it simple, and I wasn't on the phone with her long. She was like, well, I'm not ready to talk right now. Not just right now, and I'm just like, well, not right now. Then that made me hot. I'm not going to lie. And I can't put a muzzle on my mouth. So I'm just honest and up for it. So I was like, what do you mean not right now? These are kids, you know what I'm saying? They deserve justice. And I just started just going like all in. Did not threaten her. And I know that they have that recording out there, the FBI. So I didn't threaten them. So then there was another time when she talked to me longer. I find it funny that she can ask me all these questions and still you telling me what I am and us going back and forth and, yelling at each other over the phone and whatnot. I find it funny that she can sit and tell me about me or ask me questions and I answer all their questions, but they can't even answer the simple fact, Miss Wanda G. West, were the kids with you or not? And she says, why are you asking me this? Are you the FBI or something? I'm telling her, no, I'm just a dedicated mother of a 3-year-old who is not going to give up. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. So, so from there, sorry, just a minute. Just a second, you guys. Okay, so from there, I just let her know that I'm a dedicated mother. I'm going to keep calling and calling and calling. I did tell her at one point in time, "Are you a woman of God?" You portray to be, and that was because I went on her Facebook and did some searching and searching, and she portrays to be a woman of God. So I thought that maybe she would be a woman of God at heart. So I'm telling her, "Aren't you a woman of God?" I did tell her that, she is going to have a spot in hell because if she knows any information, she should tell it. Where time is ticking. These are two little babies, we're not on your time. So she asked me, "Am I in California City, California?" I tell her, "Yes, I do live out here." She asked me, "Oh, are you one of the ones that's threatening me and all this and all that?" I told her, "First of all, I'm not threatening you. Yes, I am calling you nonstop, throughout the day, because I just want you, since I have the horse on the phone, that old saying, it's better to hear from the horse itself than anybody else." So I wanted to hear from her instead of hearing it from her son. So when I did tell her, "Well, they're saying that the kids were with you," she was like, "Who's saying that the kids were with me?" And I told her, I said, "Well, your son in that 13th minute interview, he said that the kids were with you. So can you just clear that?" "Oh, I don't have to clear anything to you. Why would I clear anything to you when all you're not going to believe me? Who are you? Look at you. You already tell me I'm going to hell and all this shit." Which, yeah, I did tell you that. But why did I tell you that? Because I'm sitting up playing back and forth with you, and I'm not gonna play this kid game with you when there's two kids on the line. Like, we're just not. Either they were with you or not, period. So just say that. Why can't you say that? So I told her that she has a monster. Her son is a monster. You birthed a monster. All this, we're going back and forth. She hangs up on me. So she stopped picking up that number that I showed, that I found on her. So, a couple days go by, 3, 4 days. I'm still dedicated to this, not giving up. So the 661-345-7157 is Miss Wanda G. West's number, but she stopped picking it up. So that's fine with me. You don't have to pick it up. So I started texting her. I started leaving her voice messages. And I started telling her that if you're a woman of God, that you need to speak up now, because if not, that you're harboring evidence that, you know what I'm saying, could save these kids. I told her that I know that she's getting these messages. I know that she's getting the texts and all that because it's a cell phone. So most definitely. So then there was this picture that went around because they took down their Facebooks and stuff. So, that's that one. Then it's this one. This one I don't like because that's Jamal Watkins, he's Trizel's brother. He's an NAA member, NAACP member. He has a very big, large platform, and I'm going to get to some points why I say this. So the baby doesn't look happy, and I'm very hot about that situation. So there goes that photo again. And then also the picture that I said that makes me hot. If you zoom in it, I can't, but I'll end up posting these on either my channel or on the page that I made for the boys. Let me get the glare out. And he has a scratch mark. And then also up here above his nose, it's green. The little boy, also, I thought his face was probably like healing or something. They did something to his face because there's some pictures of him where there's picture of them. These are okay, so with this picture, that's Jamal. That's Trizel's real son. You see how big he is? He's old enough to talk. So is the fellow next to him, which the two Hispanic boys in the picture are brothers. I'm assuming they were going to try to adopt them too. Where their family is, I would really like to try to find them. The other two mixed little boys right there are Trizel's kids. So all those kids in this picture are old enough to be talking. 2015, Trizel and his wife and his family, when they just had 2 kids. 2015, they were not into the adopting children yet. And there goes Miss Wanda's page. She didn't have a page up. This was a family photo page of theirs as well. Trezell and Jocelyn, they've been together for a minute. For a minute. I mean, he looks like a good dad back then, but I mean, something went wrong. Here's them two. I miss my prayer partner and friend. Shout out to Thelma in California City, California. I've been trying to look for Thelma, so not to harass you or anything like that, but I want to know what kind of person Miss Wanda West is. So this is Thelma. Thelma, if you're out there, can you speak up for the public and let us know? I mean, she looks evil to me, the mother. I mean, that's just my impression. Okay, now this lady right here, y'all. Okay, you see that? You see the last name? Okay, this lady. Okay, so on Miss Wanda G. West's page, before she took down stuff and made her page private, I was able to screenshot things. And I started clicking on, I went all the way down to the very beginning of when her page was created. And I started trying to see, okay, let me see Wanda, your grandkids' pictures. Clicked on them. Oh, let me see who's liking these kids' pictures. Clicked on them. And it led me to this lady. I have reached out to this lady and I have hit her up. And I can post that somewhere later on YouTube, the inbox message, so that you guys can see. I'm not threatening anybody. I'm just asking about the boys. That's my main focus. So, but that person is related to Jocelyn West, aka Vasquez. So, you gonna be in there all day? And then this is how I figured out the ages of Trezell and his wife's real kid's age, because on his mother's page she posted this, and those are also the kids' names. So this post right here, and I have reached out to the lady Stephanie to find out, I just want to find out, like, if so it says, yep, and thanks. Yes, they are Amaria's cousin. Adrian, 6 years old, and Aiden, I don't know if I'm pronouncing their names right, but it's Adrian. He's 6 years old. And Aidan. He's 2 years old. And those are Trezell's and Jackie's sons. And that was 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, 6, 7, 8, 9. So one's 9 and one's 5. Well, yeah. Okay, so then I started finding out that her son, Jamal, he'd be on Facebook. So that's Jamal, the brother. He's very rude. And I think he uses his intelligence to think that, he's a member of the NAACP. He's also the vice president for the civic engagement at the NAACP, but in Washington, you guys. So that's Jamal's father. And in comments, he also tells his son to be careful with this that's going on. Trezell, he did have a Facebook page, but I mean, it would be irrelevant even if you could see anything, because the last time he got on it was in 2017, May 9th. What else? Okay. So this was 2019, which the Orson and Oren were in the house. So these are pictures around that time. And I don't know what this caption means, but this is Trezell's son that he shares with Jackie, and he's building a brain out of Play Doh. And if you guys look up close, you can see what it says on the side. But I'll repeat what it says. It says 1 mom, 1 dad, 1 grandmother, 1 stepfather, 2 brothers, 6 nephews, 3 aunts, 17 cousins, 5 days, 2 states, and 2 cities. So I don't know if that means that the kids have traveled out of state or whatnot to 2 states, 2 cities. I don't know. But Oren and Orson were with them on 2019 because they all got the same kind of caption. And even this kid, which this kid was, I'm going to get to that, someone else's kid that was at Thanksgiving with them. So this is Trezel's child in the middle. I'm on my YouTube. Close it. So on the middle is Trezel's son, his oldest son. There's 2 other kids, which is Oren and Orson and one of the Hispanics. This is them with the same caption that Grandma puts for all of them. This picture right here, I'll let you guys determine what you guys think. But I wouldn't want my kid, if my kid was being in foster care, I wouldn't want my child at all, being with somebody who looks like this. And that was in 2019. So 2020, they looked different. So here goes all the kids. Same caption that I read to you guys. They're playing in the living room and stuff like that. This is their oldest son, so he can talk. And if you look in the background, you guys can see Jackie, how skinny she is as well, which I'll zoom in a minute. She's real skinny, like they were skinny in 2019. Okay. Let me look at her. Oh, it's 2019. Maybe she's not happy. She got trapped. But this is the girl who was with them. So I have hit her up. She still hasn't hit me up. She does stay in Bakersfield, California. So if anybody knows her out there in Bakersfield, California, you might want to try to contact her and ask her, because she was around the kids then. There's a picture of the kids with their uncle. All of those kids in those photos can talk. Trezel and his kids before they started adopting. I mean, something went wrong. I just don't know what it is. And I mean, maybe it's not for us to figure it out. But these are his kids at Christmas. His mom and dad come over during the holidays. So. Oh, Josiah West, his brother, he has a Facebook. Whether it's still up or not, I don't know. Let's see. This person right here is Jamal's mother. Not real mother, but a lady that's claiming him for the last 26 years. So that's his mother. Now, this is where it gets real good, you guys. Remind you, the lady that I told you was liking on all of the pictures that Jackie and Trezel would put up of their own children. Well, this is another lady who was also liking those photos. And her last name is Vasquez. and she stays in Bakersfield. So I'm asking anybody that lives in Bakersfield, California, that sees this and can maybe try to reach out to this lady because maybe she knows something about Jackie or why their family doesn't deal with Jackie. Because all I did was when I hit her up, I'll post that, but I kept it real simple. I let her know that, well, I went on to tell her, do you know anybody named Trezell West and Jacqueline West? I mean, Jacqueline West, aka Vasquez. And then I corrected myself and I told her, well, I won't let you tell me that she's not related to you because she is related to you. And if I could put it on there, that's your sister. So I'm not here to arrest you. I'm not here to stalk you. I'm not here to bash anybody. Like I told her, I'm just here to know what kind of person she is and why your family cut her off. I woke up to, she blocked me. Now, I've called a lot of people. Okay, here's our conversations. Okay. So you guys can see, I don't lie. So I hit her up. And if you can read it, I didn't say anything that would make a person mad or want to block at all. Because then she ends up blocking me. So I didn't say anything rude to her. So I will read what I wrote. I said, hello, sorry to bug you, but is she related to you? Well, I know she is Jaquela G. Vasquez, a.k.a. Jaquela G. West. Because if so, you may want to step in and try to help her, or she may spend life in a cell. Those 3 and 4-year-old kids been missing. If kid's alive, she has a chance to save her freedom. Tell her, think smart. Okay. Then I sent pictures and then I said something happened. And then boom, she just went available off of Facebook. So, I mean, I don't know. Then this person 6 years ago, what did you do with the rest of them? What else? So let's see. I kept searching, and then this person and me is the reason why I was blocked off Facebook for 7 days. Malcolm Nolbert. Okay. A guy on Facebook by the name of Second Chance wrote something on his timeline when the kids went missing. And when he wrote something on his timeline, that person automatically went on there to tell him, oh, my cousin would never do that. Like him and his wife, like he was so confident in clarifying his cousin's name. Okay. So I got on there one day and I told Second Chance, what's that person's name? And he posted it. And I won't lie because I'm honest. I did contact him and I wanted to know why he was so confident that his cousin wouldn't do anything, you know? And I also did hit up Edward J. Nobert II, okay? And he is the father of Malcolm, okay? And these are supposed to be cousins to the West family. So, I don't know what this is, but when I investigated into this, this is like some kind of church thing. So, I mean, that's the church that they go to in Bakersfield, which is the 212 21st Street. God bless all. Okay, so I just started doing more researches, looking at photos. Now, it took them 12 days to write a statement, right? Jamal Watkins is an NAACP member. Like I said, he's not just a member, he's the president. So, why is he here? You guys see him? That would be Jamal. during the election. So, I mean, he has a big platform. When people say that, it's because he's out with the big timers on things. And this is a post where I got his stepmom, Miss Carl Watkins, is his stepmom. He has two moms. He's a president, remember? So then I'm going and I'm searching, and, I'm not going to lie. Like I said, I'm here to tell nothing but the truth. So this is my conversation with the guy Malcolm, which I will read it to you guys right now, what it says. It says, crazy how you would say your family member and his wife wouldn't do. You sound crazy yourself. 3 and 4 year old can't even move that fast. Justice will come, and when truth is out, don't feel surprised your family. But you don't even deal with them. No family photos, nothing. Have you ever saw kids before to speak and say what they won't do? People changed, and a lot of it. So that's all I wrote to him. So I was doing some more searching. Jackie did have a Facebook. Which I would like to know how far the Facebook goes back. Because for the simple fact, there's 4 kids on there. The 2 little kids is not on there. And the fact that she put she's from Los Angeles, she could be. Probably where he got her from. So, Malcolm. They're saying that they're being threatened, his family, but that's not true. They're disrespectful. Because he removed a comment. And I won't read all of it, but I'll let you guys read it. Keep it up for a minute. Because that's what he says to me. He's rude. Okay. And then there's more. So then I researched who he was, and I told him I would call his job in Bakersfield, Chrysler Jeep, Fetty, to let them know how he talks to females, how disrespectful he is. So there goes more. Okay, now this is a point that I wanted to make, and the reason why that I screenshotted this is because it didn't rain in California City, California until after Christmas, so I want to know why he had them rain boats on, for one. Then whatever was said in that, okay, here goes the second chance guy right here. When I was asking him who was the guy, Norbert, Malcolm, and stuff like that. So I got all receipts. I don't gotta lie about anything. So I was blocked from Facebook for 7 days because I was pushing hard for this. Here's a better up closer picture that I did. And you can see the baby has a scratch mark on the side of his face right there. There it goes. Doesn't look happy. And I'm pissed off about that. Let me see. Okay, Jackie had a Snapchat. She did. And Jamal has one. It's Jamal J. Watkins 99. What else? I started looking at his pictures on Instagram and stuff before he made it real sharp. And I started paying attention more to the people he deals with on a daily basis. So these are people that I have hit up and just told him about the case, no threatening or anything. And the transit to president election, Biden, and vice president election, Harris. So he has a platform, you guys, that much he does. And for some reason, CNN deals with him strong. So Jay Watkins, 99, he was in Washington, D.C. He's the one over that way right there. Boom. So he has a strong platform where he could have not waited 12 days. He could have waited. Okay. He says his family's life changed it and they had to go through, 12 hours and stuff of interrogation, which I've hit these people up too. And because he chats with them. So, and they're big timers too. Also, Jamal called me monsters and stuff like that. A lot of you see my YouTube thing last night with someone, but I'm just saying, Jamal's different too, you guys. And I won't come on here bashing in any kind of way, but I'll just leave it like that. And also, Jamal gets sick a lot, which I won't come on here bashing about that either because I'm not here to get blocked or anything. But these are his, friends, people, guy friend. I don't know how to say it any other way. Because, like I said, I'm not trying to get blocked or anything. So, again, his little friends. So these are just a lot of pictures of stuff that they took down. But like I said, I have in my phone. Jamal has 7 different IDs: California, MA, FL, IL, DC, and NY. So, Jamal's been dedicated and he's smart. I'll give him that. He's smart. You can tell from his shirt. He went to school. So that was Jackie's Instagram. This was on December 21st, the day that the boys actually went missing. His little message that he wrote up there. Don't know if you guys can see it. But everything I'm posting, I'm going to end up posting up so other people can read it. But here's a few people, as you guys can see, that I've hit up. So this was a girl named Marie Rodriguez that was talking to this lady up here. Was talking to her, and then she told me about her, and then I jumped in the DM to try to see if I could get any information, but it was once a dead end. She's saying that Jackie's mom was a foster parent lady, and that she fostered them, and her and her brother was 15. She wasn't worried about, so. Okay, so the boy, Malcolm, that I got into with it, he ended up going to tell his sister how we got into it, and she sends me these. So. And then I asked her who her brother was, and I wrote this and all that. This comes after the messages you guys just seen. And then there's more, and then she tries to say that, who was I talking about? Then I had to look and see, because she was like the person I sent her a picture of, she sent it back to me. So then that's when I went on to tell her, well, his face is covered, so she said she couldn't see that. I said, because that's Trezell. I felt loud. No, you can't tell if that's him or not. And then she says, I haven't seen Trezell in 20 years. She said, our dad's name is Edward Nobert, a.k.a. Burnlap, which is the guy who is all Facebook talking about he had to block me and I'm coming for him, which I didn't say anything, Boom. And then she goes on to tell me this in a message. I'll post it in. You guys read it, and then I'll reread it. Leave it up there for a few for you guys to read it real quick. And then I'll reread it to you guys. So she says, I think he just cares a lot about Trezell. I don't think he was making trouble for anyone. He knows him as kids from what I know. They still talk. He could be going off of what Trey says. When I was a kid, Trezell had a temper, but I never thought he would be like that towards kids. Maybe that's where my brother was coming from. Not sure though. I am sorry all this is going on. I pray for my family daily, and I will add you to my prayers as well. Boom. And then messages went on. I just told her, go check out the case, come back, talk to me, tell me what you think. Now, this is the first time. Now I have to zoom in because this is the first time where I actually wrote a message to Jamal Watkins. And for him to say that people are threatening him or whatnot, I said, okay, now I'm truly sorry I had to hit you up. My father is in Tennessee. He is a member as well of the NAACP. I know you hear and have been watching news on your brother Trezell West and sis-in-law as well, Jacqueline West, aka Jacqueline Vasquez. They didn't have the story planned right. It's about these kids, not your brother. So I'm hoping you do what's best. If he made mistake, they should come clean. Matter of time before boys get justice. We won't give up or back down. So you should understand. Thank you. And any help would be super nice, even if defending your brother. Understandable, man. That was a message I wrote to him. And then, as you can see, when I told you that message, you can see up at the top where it says, understandable. I sent that, and then boom, that was the first time he ever hit me back. And then he blocked me because he's good at blocking. So he says, if you have any concerns or advice, please contact the FBI. I will be sure to pass your message along. So then I got more upset. So I started digging. I tried to think, could maybe Jamal have got back here in time to do, some weird things. So the last time that he was in Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport was in March on the 4th, 2020. So kind of take him out of the situation. I just know that he knows that his brother is... Ugh. So all these people that comment and stuff like that, I reached out to some of them. Did not threaten them. I can post those messages up too. So then, boom, 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 boom. All of this goes by. I'm doing some more searching. And I wanted to point this out to you guys because I mentioned this yesterday. After he did his 13-minute interview, him and his wife, and he opened the door for his wife to go inside of the house. You see that streak down his back? It's a streak of sweat. Why were you sweating after you did that 13th-minute interview? I know he flinched his eye a whole lot and all that. So, I mean, that could be a reason why. He's very angry. I know that. So then, I kept searching like every day. Like, we're getting closer to 2 weeks. Like, I'm not okay with it. So I found this on Philip. You guys can see any of these, the numbers work. One of them. So then Jamal changes his Facebook to this, which made me angry of the bullies. So when he first wrote the statement, when they wrote the family statement, he said the past 2 weeks have been a true nightmare. On Monday, December 20th, our youngest two children / nephews, cousins were reported missing by their parents. It wasn't the 20th that they came up missing. It was the 21st. I don't know if they're not taking this situation serious, but that date should be a date that you never forget, okay? So the simple fact that you had it wrong, I'm not okay with that. Even spelt one of the kids' names wrong. So it was corrected because me and Cheyenne spoke up and he went and corrected it. Then wanted to go on a rampage. Well, now you guys, I can't comment anymore on the media group. I wrote some stuff and now they have me blocked on there, which I'm okay with that. So then somebody hits me up back finally on Instagram. Not this person right here, but this person. And he says he does know Jamal. So in my heart, I know I'm on the right page. Okay. Because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get the attention of all the people that he deals with on a daily on these pages. So that's what I wanted to do. He hearing me, but he ain't feeling me. And Jamal's gay, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that at all. I'm not here to gay bash or be on any of that kind of thing because that's not what I'm here for. But he is. This is a place Miss Wanda visits a lot in Bakersfield. This business. I plan on contacting them, maybe getting like a poster or something out that way. I did contact these people as well. Like I said, as our world is now, it's sad we're living in this kind of world to where, his dad stays in Bakersfield, Jamal's dad. He works at a group home. So, I mean, these people can be found. They're not hard to find. So here goes the page where I hit Jamal up on his page again. And I'm blocked, but I'll start reading these messages to you guys. Boom, boom. There's three paragraphs first, and then so here I go. Were the boys with your mother on vacation? Can you just clear that up and stop saying this and that about FBI? We all have talked to them and police daily, and it's not harassing when your info is in the public. You want to roll this and that out, but you aren't rolling your brother out. You are not defending them. And the fact you won't say if kids were really on vacation is the crazy part. If you had your own kid, you'd feel where everyone coming from, and no one called your family with threats when we all know the phone is bugged. So come up with something a little better, Jamal. Like, I have to be real with him. I can't baby him, enable him, or let him think just because he's in the position where he's at, being that president, that he's smarter than me. So, okay. As you can see right here, before I switch to the next page, the last message that's coming up is you're not helping out at all. Okay, so when I turn to the next page, you can see how our conversations are really going, you guys. So I say you're not helping at all. Is your heart pure? And if your mother is a woman of God, she should know not to play with God's kids, right, Jamal, or wrong? So you telling us you believe your brother 100%. I'll make sure I keep your name in this all. And next time news does coverage, we'll put your name out there. He says, who are you? Why are you hidden? Reveal yourself. Put my name out everywhere. Jamal Rashad Watkins. I am a dedicated uncle. I live in Washington, D.C. I have a highly visible job and have done nothing wrong. We are fully cooperating with law enforcement and have not shared anything but our truth. You are asking questions as if you are the FBI or a part of the police department. They know exactly who we are and where the older siblings were. This is an ongoing search and investigation, and your homegrown inquiry is not going to bring any clarity. Like, that's so rude to talk to someone who's actually trying to help find the boys, if that is what we're all focused on, is the boys. So, And if you're being harassed, you don't get back in the person's inbox that you say is harassing you and engage back. You should have just blocked me to begin with. So after he says that, he goes on to say this, which I'll read what he says. He says, also, Facebook as a platform is not private. All of these exchanges can and will get pulled. So keep harassing us. And I am sure you are a part of the crew that started the threats. God bless you. The devil likes to hide in dark. Reveal yourself. Come into the light. The fact that he said also Facebook as a platform is not private, so that he knows that Facebook is not private. You know what I'm saying? So then you should know that no one's harassing you. Right or wrong, Jamal? Then I will go on to the next, which is the same thing. I said, why are you rude? Your brother stated in their interview the other kids were with your mom. Why you guys won't clear if that's true or not? And I'm going to keep hitting you up. Tomorrow I plan to hit up every NAACP and let them know about this story. And one of their members did not ask for help. In fact, you know your brother harmed kids is crazy. Your image you work so hard for can go all wrong. I'm writing our governor and, well, tomorrow as also, if your mom speaks truth, it may look good on her end and others, then that we won't be painting our own photo of her. So I was basically telling him if his mom can just talk, you know. And then I told him, because I did have to make another Facebook to keep going at him. So I said, you can block me again. It's okay. Just show who you really are and that you aren't made to be a leader of any kind. They need to get you out of the NAACP. This is not what they do. Protect a monster. Go ahead, and your image is, in the end, will be lost. Brother of a monster holds family secrets. Oh, yeah, and we don't judge you love men either, Jamal. So I'll make sure no one calls your mother's phone again if she clears her name herself. You can't speak for your brother. He has to. You've been in the state, so let go of the fact you holding it in your heart to keep secrets that can cost your whole career. Wait till the truth comes out, bro. Of Monster works with NAAC. So those were some of the messages that he wrote. And then at the bottom, I'll turn it in. He says, are you the one who sent me a message that you want our throats cut? Are you the one who has been calling and harassing my family? Let's go there. Reveal yourself. Share your name, phone number, email, and contact information so that we can hash this out formally. The boys are my priority and nobody else. So then he says that. And then I'll read all that I wrote. I said, hell nope. Never would I dare do that. Won't paint that one on me. I'm my mother and my father is an NAACP member as well. I see you talk about everything but your mom having kids. Why is that, Jamal? Everyone is going to keep calling until you clear your family's names. You say the boys are your main focus, right? So let's all come together, Jamal. You have to step in other people's shoes for 1 minute, man. That's what I told him. And then step in other people's shoes for 1 minute. Like, is it really about boys? Will you be dedicated to make sure they get real justice, Jamal? And then I said, you there? And then boom, I'll read what he says. He says, to be clear, you don't know me or my family, but I know you and people like you. So I find it funny that he can know me, but I can't know him. So I find that funny. What are you talking about? Why are you concerned about my mother? You are confused. I do not have to clear anyone's name. My mother and my family have done no wrong, and we will find the boys, and the truth will come out. As for you and this exchange, I will share it with the FBI like we have done with the others because you are attacking and harassing, which is illegal. I pray for you. I said, your brother put your mom in this. He said kids was with her on vacation. So, no me, but I know you. Well, I find that funny. So, that's the conversation between us. And then I'll flip the page. I told him I find that funny. He said, if you are one of the people who called and harassed my family, your numbers are being tracked and you will be found out. Same reason why your brother told the whole public they was with your mother. He brought her in this, not us. And this is what he says. He says, and you think you have the right to call and curse and threaten a grandmother? I said, when your info is public, it's not harassment, Jamal. He says, thank you for the exchange. It is people like you who make this world even worse. You're a monster. I said, so what? Your brother's a monster too. I said, are you gay, Jamal? He said, reporting this entire exchange and will pray you get what you deserve. So he's saying that I'm going to get what I deserve. Like, what do I deserve, Jamal? Because I'm only here for the kids. We're all here for the kids. I said, do you like men? He says, are you ignorant? Are you uneducated? Are you classless? I said, well, you should take the energy and give it to your brother. He says, yes to all of the above. I says, does your brother think he can outdo the system? He says, no, I got you, and I got time, and I got resources. You will regret the day you threatened my mother. And you talk about how people, I told him, and you talk about how people speaking to your mother, and you focused on how people talk to y'all. He says, keep writing. I said, and you're the monster yourself. I have talked to FBI and police. We all do daily. Receipts, no lies. Okay. He says, God bless you. Keep calling and keep threatening, and we will see in the end who gets justice. My family is off limits to people like you. I said, what are you doing daily? You got the platform to get this out, and you took 12 days. He said, great. Share with me who you are so I can update them about our exchange. I said, who is threatening? It's all on record. I will let them know again. It's no big deal, Jamal. He says, you are speaking to the agents and detectives then. We are on the same side, right? Reveal who you are. That's what he says. And I say, it's a sin to love another man. You don't understand that. He said, and it's a sin to judge and not be judged. And I said that part. And the only reason why I said something about the gay because I took him so much calling me names, and I just said it. Hey. I said that part. He said, read all of Proverbs. I said, so we're kids with your mom or not, since it's all about finding boys. He says, you are ignorant and ambitious. I said, I have, and you can't get into heaven loving a man. It's facts. You can't take that away. He says, well, he says, we will see who ends up in heaven. Good luck. I said, so you can call someone names and think someone can't call you none. I forgot. You're the brains. He said, you are contacting us. I said, I have my spot. So regardless of the fact if I'm contacting you or not, you don't have to engage this long. You should have blocked me since you were blocking me anyways. Okay, and he tells me good luck. And then that's basically all that I have, you guys, for now. I do have other stuff that I have to go into and get. Like I said, this was my first YouTube channel that I was doing. Sorry for all the other noise in the background, but my son, he's going to be 3 in February. And like I said, I'm a mother in this case. Has touched me. I stay in California City. I never thought, like I told my neighbor today, I never thought that this would hit so close to us. And I do know that these kids are going to get justice, and it's a matter of time. And I don't want to be thinking about the sex trafficking thing, but I mean, if that is the case, I mean, what do they want? Do they want money for the boys? I mean, what do they want? Like, what is it going to take for us to get to the boys? I don't know if the FBI has some information that they can't give us. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. So thank you for watching. I will be doing more as I go over there daily. I might leave out today. Well, I will. And stop by. So thank you guys. God bless you. It's all about the boys. Classic and sincere. And I don't like to call them Oren and Orson. Um, they will get justice, and time is ticking. And they are children of God. It's sad that it had to take this for that to happen, but I mean, God never lets his children down, and that I do know. So in the end, they will reap what they sow. And that's all I got to say. Thank you.